You know, I don't think happiness is all that complicated. You don't need much, just some food on the grill, a tasty beverage, and some peace and Okay. And I guess maybe a high-capacity Wi-Fi enabled, you mess with the bull, robotic water cannon with pressure-controlled fluid reservoir, of course. You get the horns. And that's pretty much all you need.
Dad, you're not involved.
There's a lot of... Now, don't get me wrong, I like kids. Except for sometimes they can be a little, too much with their ridiculous license plates. They steal my fireworks, and how come I never get a hit in wiffle ball? I like to hit. Alright, I'll be right in.
Bottom of the ninth inning, the bases are loaded, one out. Deep to right field, way up there, and way...
It stinks being a grown-up. On the other hand, I can build stuff, almost dangerous stuff,
It didn't blow up.
and use it to attack the children with. And I think somehow that'd make me feel better. So that's what I'm gonna do. But how far and how accurate can it shoot? Did I underestimate this or overcomplicate it? Or both? Why does this look like a ray gun from an old sci-fi movie? Can it shoot other stuff? Surely I remembered system security. With all these unknowns, you might think I didn't plan this very well. But believe it or not, I've been planning this for like 2 years.
Okay, I think we're ready to test the new power supplies.
Nuh-uh, not yet. We gotta take a trip to the past. And here we are, 2 years ago. Look how young I look. Okay. Well, what am I building here? Oh yeah, it's this thing. And what are those on the inside? Yep, they're water balloons. This did actually start as an effort to build a water balloon cannon. And while that was still pretty fun, if you know anything about water balloons, you know they never pop when you want them to, and therefore they always pop when you don't want them to. Like when you drop them on the grass, or explode them out of a cannon with an industrial pulse valve.
3, 2, 1.
Anyway, we did manage to fling a piece of water balloon all the way to the street across the block, and that's still pretty cool. Still, there are some other concerns about this design. Now maybe the water balloon cannon project was a bad idea, but since I went to engineering school, I don't have to admit that, because they taught us how to pivot. Which turns bad ideas into stepping stones with meaningful learnings on a wide... Well, that just feels excessive. I found when I pivoted around exploding water balloons, I was left with an idea I like a lot better. With just a water cannon, I won't have to refill water balloons, which means the cannon can be ready at a moment's notice. Also, I won't be flinging water balloon shards all over the neighborhood, which is good for neighborly relations, because I feel like I'm on thin ice already. I mean, honestly, would you want to be this guy's neighbor? Me neither. Okay, so water balloon cannon is out, but water cannon is in. But I think we need a few rules, because I can't just take like a regular hose and attach it to some servos and move it around. We can definitely do better than that. And I think we have to do better than that, because I want to be able to call a water strike to pretty much anywhere in my yard, front yard or backyard, which means we're going to have to shoot over the house, and that's well above the power of a regular hose. Also, I want to be able to connect it to the Wi-Fi so I can control it from any connected device, inside the house, outside the house, whatever. But before we talk about my ideas, let's talk about someone who can empower your ideas, and that's JLC CNC, who is the sponsor of today's video. And they gave me this part right here. JLC CNC has supported my channel a couple times now, and the parts always fit, and they really help a project look a lot more professional. They have competitive pricing, ordering is easy, you just submit your part and wait for the approval, which for me was less than a day. After ordering, turnaround was quick, and my part was here in less than a week. I had always heard of JLC PCB, but they also have machining, 3D printing, and even sheet metal cutting, bending, and welding, which I probably could have used here, honestly. And for a part like this, what really are your other options, like wood or plexiglass that I cut myself? But machined from aluminum looks so much better, and with a coupon in the description, probably even cheaper. So if you want to take your project up a notch, check out JLC CNC. And there's a coupon in the description for new users to get $70 off, which is probably the majority of a smaller part. And thanks again to JLC CNC for sponsoring this video and helping us build a ridiculous water cannon. But before we get too deep in this, what are the actual limitations of a regular hose?
I see one tube over here. Oh, that's a water line. There's my main line. Do you see it? 3/4 inch. 3/4 inch. It's just not enough.
A lot of homes have a 3/4 inch supply, and it looks like you can get a maximum of maybe 12 gallons per minute out of it.
But obviously that's just the main line, and everything else branches off of that with a bunch of smaller tubes. So by the time you get to a hose, you're not even going to have that much flow. And I don't like being limited by little tubes.
If I were a home builder, I'd do it differently. But don't worry, we'll figure this out. And I like to start with only the most innovative exploratory ideas. You know what? Let's not talk about this one. Because it was a dumb idea. I mean, I pivoted. Most of my first prototype, hey look, it's me,
Get off my lawn.
were based on this type of design. One tank and one valve for compressed air, and the same for water. The compressed air valve would open, allowing a burst of compressed air into the water chamber, forcing the water out. Then the air valve shuts and the water refills, and we're ready for another shot. Simple. And I do have another idea, but I'm scared of it. And things started pretty small, but they escalated quickly.
Starting to look like something dangerous, isn't it?
And then I started using bigger tubes to serve as a bigger water reservoir. And if I had to pick a winner of the coolest sound, it would definitely be this one. I mean, look at this cool shockwave thing. That's pretty cool. But there's some problems. All my Concept 1 designs store water on the cannon, like here or here. And this slow-mo looks like a lot of water, but in real life, it's not dramatic enough. And there's also this.
It's not really working very great. I think this is acting like a huge expansion slash mixing chamber, and everything gets mixed up. It just kind of launches like an explosion of droplets instead of like a nice precise burst of water. So I'll have to rethink this.
That's right. Maybe even. But before I went all in on Concept 2, I built this little hybrid cannon to kind of test out the idea. Yeah, little.
Yeah, I made something, that's for sure.
This was really meant as kind of like a hybrid prototype to test Concept 2. There's one key difference between this and the other prototypes, and that's this valve. This giant valve. Okay, so let's talk about this. It's basically the same in that there's a tank of compressed air over a reservoir of water. But now, with this valve closed, we open this valve which pressurizes the entire system prior to firing. And that's the key difference. Hopefully allowing a better control and a less explosive blast when we do finally open this giant firing valve.
I mean, that doesn't sound that bad. What's with all the dramatic music?
Well, that's a great question. Do you see this water valve? And you see how it connects to nothing? It actually connects to my house. And let's simplify Concept 2. We basically have a closed pressure reservoir at up to 100 psi which connects directly to my house, which is 40 psi. That means the only thing between 100 psi and my house is this valve and a dumb mistake. And I'm the kind of guy that makes a lot of dumb mistakes.
That's true. Yep.
But that's okay. We just need to go to Lowe's and get a Halloween. How long have I been working on this? Anyway, I think I just need one of these things, a check valve. And that should stop any pressure that's higher than my house plumbing from flowing in that direction. I'm not sure what would happen if I pressurized my whole house to 100 psi, but some things are better left unknown. Okay, but we're kind of ahead of ourselves. How did our prototype work? Well, here's my in-depth review.
But remember, this is just a hybrid Concept 2, not the real thing. So to explain how the full thing will work, here's another animation.
No more animations, just build it.
Okay, geez, sorry. Aren't we sensitive today?
So here I'm just building the pressure-controlled fluid reservoir. This is just one 10-foot section of 4-inch PVC cut in half, and the connectors in the middle hold float switches so I know how high the water is.
This thing's either going to work or not, and if it doesn't work, the entire thing will have been a waste. So hopefully it works.
But the way this test goes will determine the rest of the day. If it works well, it will be a good day. If it does not work, it will be a bad day.
I put it over here against the garage door and I close the door because that way if it blows up,
the neighborhood might not hear it as much.
Because I can't salvage anything from what I've built there. If it doesn't work, it just doesn't work, and we're back to phase one.
Regulator set to 25 PSI. I'm gonna crack that valve just a little bit and then I'm gonna run away. Oh. $25 PSI. I'm gonna try going to 50. It's well above 50 PSI. 25. Let's see how much volume of air we have in here. Oh, and one more thing I forgot. It didn't blow up, and neither did I. So that's a successful test.
I didn't actually want to build the pressure chamber out of PVC. I wanted to use something maybe like this or like this, but those both have the same issue in that they only have 3/4 inch supply lines or outlets or whatever. But if you're going to do something like this with PVC, I'm going to put some notes here of stuff that I researched that you should probably think about. I don't see my PVC chamber as really anything more than like a working prototype, a functional prototype. Very likely I'll rework this in the future and make the pressure chamber have something a little less ridiculous than what this is.
With our pressure chamber working, it's time to focus on the cannon. And the cannon really only has one main problem: flow. We need fat tubes all the way from the pressure chamber to our cannon in order to get good flow. But even that is not really the problem. You could use PVC or this heavy duty hose. The real problem is that our cannon needs to move on 2 axes. And keeping that amount of flexibility with a huge amount of flow is a problem. I considered a lot of different ways to do it. Recognize these? Yep. I don't like them. I thought maybe 4 smaller tubes would work, but that's kind of ugly. And then I saw these, which look awesome, except for one thing.
I don't want to spend as much money. I mean, I don't see another way. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm positive there's another way. I don't want to explore it. I don't have time to explore it. I don't want to.
But I've never touched a part like this. Will it work?
Oh, this is perfect. Oh, that's smooth.
These parts felt awesome, and now the project was basically done. Except for, of course, the electronics. I got to finish the web app. The motor mount was fun, so much so that I did it twice. Mounting the reservoir, mounting the cannon. I call this phase Project Purgatory. You see, every project has a main problem or two, the ones that you're not completely sure how to solve. Like cannon flow and the pressure chamber. But there's like 1,000 other problems that are like,
whatever, I'll figure it out. I'm a professional.
well, those problems don't go away. They just sit there in Project Purgatory and wait for you to cleanse their soul. The analogy breaks down a little here, but the point is you got to pass through purgatory to finish the project. It's a thing, but let me show you how to work it. Here's the main control hub. You can control anything here, all the way down to the brightness of the LEDs. And by the way, these LEDs aren't just for show, they correlate with system status. Like this bottom loop turns blue when it's filling, otherwise the color correlates to the system pressure. And my favorite, this cascade correlates with the fire delay. So you can see exactly when it's about to shoot. There's a manual mode, and you can use these sliders to control the position, and an auto mode where you can select a position from this image of my yard to tell it where to shoot.
Wait, there's another tab. My personal favorite tab.
That's right, there's a jobs tab where you can write a series of functions and save them to a job, and it will remember those jobs even after a power cycle. You gotta be careful with the jobs though, because they will execute even if your neighbor is working close to your yard. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to hit you if I did. Sorry again.
I could just be a regular person. Is that so hard?
Anyway, this all took so long that we ran out of summer. I only had like 1 day to shoot kids with water, and that was more like a live test than anything. But that's okay, because I got big plans for this thing in the spring. And did you know it doesn't have to shoot water? It can just burst air and shoot other stuff. But at least I realized that being a grown-up is not really that bad. Because what really is a grown-up, if not just a big kid? How come I never get a hit? With a couple of tricks up your sleeve.
Crafting wire is a life hack.
I like to hit. It took a couple of whiffs, and I almost took out the camera, but eventually the old swing started to come back. Burst of mist? It's really hard to see.
Bottom of the ninth inning, the bases are loaded, one out. Oh my God, deep to right field, way up there, and way.
I was a kid again, and I couldn't be stopped. Or so I thought.
What a nerd.
Control from any connected device, so system security was a mistake.
Oh no.
But as a grown-up, you should never run from your mistakes.
Totally worth it. That is cold.